Greetings, comic friends. After a long week and a longer weekend, and yet an even longer Monday, it's time to kick back, relax, and previews and chill. So we're going to go over previews for June 2021. This is going to be a little bit different than the previous previews because I am giving myself a challenge. And that challenge is to not get anything. I am trying to severely cut back. I do still want to go through previews with you all because I enjoy this time together. And you never know what's going to happen on a previews and chill. I will mark things that I would be interested in, and basically if I would have gotten them normally, and then might mark things if I decide to pick them up. But again, I'm going to try my best to not get anything, and it's going to be tough. This is my first try at it. So let's dive in and let's see what is coming out. Get through all the beginning nonsense. The previews for the previews. Okay, gold sponsors. So this is Free Comic Book Day. I think we saw Free Comic Book Day stuff in the last one. I noticed. I don't remember this We Live. So we'll make sure that we get that on Free Comic Book Day. And of course, the Enter the House of Slaughter. As I mentioned in a recent video, I do think Something is Killing the Children is a bit overrated. But that doesn't mean that it's not good. Those two aren't equal to each other. I do really enjoy Something is Killing the Children. But I'll have to make sure I pick those up on Free Comic Book Day. Any other new Free Comic Book Day revelations? Not really. Let's see. Spider-Man Venom #1. I'll probably have to get that. And can probably leave the rest for those that are interested in the other books. Looks like the only three that I'm really curious about. Let's see if we turn the light on. Is this any better here? Or does that make things worse? That's probably a little bit better. Alright. Image. What do we got? Echolands. Have a little Red Riding Hood thing going on here. A little blurb by Neil Gaiman. The story of Earth's last war starts with Hope's sticky fingers. Let's see. Writer of Sandman Overture. I do enjoy that. In a bizarre future world that has forgotten its history, a reckless thief, Hope Red Hood, oh man, that's a bit on the nose, holds the key to excavating its dark, strange past. If only she and her crew can escape the tyrannical wizard and his unstoppable daughter. But fate will send them all on a path leading to war between worlds. This is probably something I normally would pick up a #1 for, see how it is, and go from there. But it does look pretty. It does look pretty. Now, this isn't to say that once this comes out and I see it on the shelf, I'm able to resist. I basically have to resist twice. Resisting the first time is hard enough, but we'll see what I can do. Spawn Don't Care. Ant #1. With a very Marvel-esque, this big premiere issue that showed up on a few issues with Silver Surfer 1 and maybe Iron Man 1. Kind of Tales of Suspensey sort of font there. Let's see. I believe Ant is an existing character. A whole new... Or is it supposed to be somebody different? I don't know. I probably would get that #1 as well, but I'm not going to. The Me You Oh, the me you love in the dark. Okay. Scotty Young. I do like Scotty Young. As a writer, he's not the artist, but he did write "I Hate Fairyland," which I did enjoy reading that. It's a follow-up to Middle West. Follow-up as in a direct, like, sequel, or just follow-up as in they're doing it after Middle West. I don't know. Pass. Second Chances. Look at this guy smoking a cigar. He's so cool. Second Chances Hotline. Call now and get a new identity. All you need is some cash, a proper referral, and a very good reason to start over. When LeBlanc, the man behind the hotline, is approached by a shady figure. Yeah, it's kind of lost me already, to be honest. Saint Mercy, Tale of a Vengeful Retribution. Saint Mercy pits the Incan Empire against the American West and features two strong, determined women who must defy authority and ultimately embrace their destiny. Mercedes Oro is one of the surviving descendants of the Incans who have been charged with protecting... Yeah. This goes on too much. Rick and Morty... I don't like tie-ins. I don't have anything against Rick and Morty. I really enjoy Rick and Morty. I just don't really like those comic tie-ins like that. Just never was my thing. Ascender, I get this in trade. Ice Cream Man, I have the first two trades of that. My overall opinion after reading the first two trades is that it is good, but it is overpriced. I won't say it's overrated, but I think it is overpriced. The trades are anyway. They are full price trades. Actually, I think they're a little bit more than a normal trade, and there's only 4 issues in each. Get over yourself. Moonshine, I think I have the first 1 or 2 trades of that. It's good. I haven't gone back. Radiant Black, I dropped after issue 3. Maybe it got better. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. Let me know. Deep Beyond, this is one I'm still reading in individual issues. Gideon Falls, don't know anything about it. Helm Grayskull, that's a collection, haven't read that. Labyrinth hardcover. That's a resolicit, I think. Oh, wait, no. African East of West. I read that too quickly. Lady Mechanica, that's been around for a while, hasn't it? Space Jam meets Fright Night. Interesting. Punderworld, Volume 1, original graphic novel. Radiant Black. Did we just see Radiant Black? Oh, that was an issue. This is the first volume. Man, look at this. Look at this quote by Robert Kirkman on Radiant Black. The perfect superhero comic for anyone missing Invincible. It's like the whole thing with Invincible, since like the first issue was like the tagline was probably the best superhero comic in the world or something like that. Looks like he's continuing that. It's like, it's no Invincible, but if you can't have Invincible, Radiant Black is pretty good. Keeping it classy. Keeping it classy, Robert. Two Moons. I read the first issue of that. I did not care for it. I don't know if I'd say I don't care for it. It didn't really grab me. Birthright, that I do get in trades. The epilogue looks like it's ending here soon. Gonna wrap that up. That'll be nice. That's not something that I do. A Man Among Ye. I might have gotten the first issue of that. I think I got the first issue of that. Clearly I didn't care enough for it. Chew, I don't read. Commanders in Crisis, another issue 1 that I got that didn't continue. Crossover, this one I am continuing to go with. Oh, this is good. This I didn't know. 12 issues. Okay, so there is an end to it. That's good to know. Department of Truth continues to be fantastic. It was picked up. That's good to know. Die, I've read the first trade of Die. It was fantastic. I will eventually pick up more of those trades. Firepower, I do not get. Geiger, I'm still reading. Two issues have come out so far. It's been great. If I do have to end up making cuts, if this ends up being an ongoing, I might have to cut it just to get those numbers down. It will be hard because it is really good. Nothing there. Homesick Pilots is great. That I will not cut. Don't get either of those. Jupiter's Legacy. If you've seen the Netflix show of this was really good. I think Jupiter's Legacy is a number one that I got when it first came out years and years ago, but I didn't actually end up reading it. I did watch the show though, and I really enjoyed it. Though I did hear that it isn't going to have a second season, which is too bad because it was really good. Let's see, stuff I don't get. Manifest Destiny, I get this in trades. This is fantastic. This I don't know anything about. Writer Amelia Clark, that I didn't realize. Interesting. Noctera is also very good. I've been reading that in individual issues and continue to enjoy it. This looks like this might not be a mini. This says issue 6 is the end of an arc. It's not the end of the series, so we'll have to see if I continue on that one. Silver Coin, this one, the first 2 issues were out. I really enjoyed the first issue. I enjoyed the first one a lot more than the second one. I think the first issue really integrated the coin a lot better into it than the second one did. But I'll keep going on this. Apparently now it's an ongoing series. I think maybe originally it was going to be a mini-series. So that's too bad for me. So I'll either have to keep reading it or decide to cut it. Both of them are not ideal. Let's see. These don't care about. Stillwater. Read the first trade of that. It was great. I will probably get some more trades of that eventually. None of these are... Time Before Time, I read the first issue of that. It was alright. It wasn't fantastic, in my opinion. Don't read any of those. Don't care about Walking Dead. Let's see, and I think that was it for Image. Alright, so far so good. Image is usually a tough one to get through without picking any up. And man, even if I wasn't cutting back, I think I only would have gotten this one maybe. They're listening. They're making comics less interesting for me, so I'm not as tempted. The Unbelievable Unteens from the world. I don't know Black Hammer stuff, so that's an easy skip. Killer Queens. Meet Max and Alex, reformed intergalactic assassins for hire on the run. Also super gay. Their former boss, a fluffy monkey with a jetpack. We've all had that boss. Is hot on their tail to take back his stolen ship. They gotta eat, so they take a mission from Alex's old flame. Your standard, no-kill, casualty-free kidnapping recovery from a nearby moon. Only complication, half the moon is ruled by a fascist dictator, hostile to foreigners. I'd probably not get this just based on it being a small, limited series. Those are the things I really need to watch out for. Also, didn't sound terribly interesting, but... Creeping hardcover. A new internet challenge called Creeping. Already feels like it's trying too hard. Tales from the Outerverse. Magnola. So is this BPRD stuff? BPRD stuff. Nope. Enigma, the definitive edition. Well, I don't have I have no experience with the non-definitive edition, so I'm probably okay with the definitive edition. She Could Fly, Volume 3, Fight or Flight. Lucky Devil. Oh, Colin Bunn. I do have a hard time resisting Colin Bunn. Though I did recently read the first issue of Basilisk by Boom Studios, written by Colin Bunn. And I was really worried that I was going to like it. But it was unfounded. I didn't really care for it. So, good to know that Colin Bunn isn't an automatic hit. So, let's see. Well, let's at least read what it is. And down on his luck, Schlub is possessed by a malevolent demon. Just when he thinks things can't get worse, the exorcism goes wrong, and he finds that somehow he's retained all the entity's supernatural gifts. That's nice. After a path of revenge on all the people that have wronged him, he begins to gather worshippers and form a cult. Normally, I probably would, even though it's a 1 out of 4, because it does sound really interesting, but I'm going to pass. Look at me go. Let's see. All stuff I don't read or have any idea what's going on, so fine. Same here. Orphan and the Five Beasts. This I'm not familiar with. Was it just a... Is it just an OGN? I feel like I've seen this before, though. I do very rarely get OGNs either. It's just that much more to read, and frankly, I don't have the shelf space. Let's see. No. Beasts of the Four Nations. Dive into the world of Avatar, The Last End of... Nope. I will not dive into that world. I've been told by multiple people that Avatar is a fantastic property. I never got into it. And along with it, you just can't get into everything. So for me here, Witcher. Never read Witcher. Never played the Witcher games. I did really enjoy the series though. RuneScape. Never played RuneScape. Oh, this is all gaming stuff. Blade of the Immortal. Dune figures. Somebody is calling me. Oh, I'll have to call back. Puzzles. I do love puzzles. Don't care about Hellboy though. Transformers King Grimlock. That's intriguing. Star Wars. Nope. Don't care. Bermuda. Evidently didn't care about number 1. Kanto. I hear Kanto is pretty good. I never read any of it. Might have to pick up a collection of it at some point. Lock and Key, The Golden Age. What is this? Unlock moments from the Key House's long history. Expanding the saga of the Locke family in this collection of stories, which includes the epic crossover with DC's The Sandman universe. Is this a collection, or is this... Collects 3 standalone tales. Oh, they did a crossover with Sandman universe. I'm probably okay without it. I'm pretty satisfied with my Lock and Key situation. Having read the original series and the TV show. Is the TV show done? I don't remember. I don't know if it's going on or not. I did really like the TV show. It was a bit different, than the source material, but I enjoyed it. It was good. None of this is for me. Last Ronin, fantastic. Star Trek: The Mirror War. Oh no. Well, let's see. Oh, it's Mirror TNG. Following the failure of the attempt to steal the ships from the Prime Universe, Picard and the Mirror crew are called back to Earth to report to the Emperor personally, so long as they can survive the trip. Oh, this is a tough one. I wasn't expecting to... This has everything. It's Star Trek. it's alternate universe Star Trek. It's the mirror universe. I love the mirror universe. I'm gonna dogger this as a maybe. I have to think on this. I have to think on that. I have to pray on that one. Let's see. Last round 4. This is the first that I think I've seen, or at least noticed that it's a four issue miniseries. I knew it was limited. I just didn't know what the last number was going to be. Turtles already get. Transformers. No. Sagi, I get in collections, games and stuff. Don't need. Alright. Dynamite, I can pretty much just flip right through. Don't need any of this. This stuff just isn't. I am not the audience for this, and that's fine. If you are the audience for this, no hate, no judgment. It's just not for me. All right, boom. Eat the Rich. Well, I mean, come on. Come on. That's gonna be hard. What unspeakable horror eats away at the heart of Crestfall Bluffs? With law school and her whole life ahead of her, Joey plans to summer with her boyfriend Astor in his seemingly perfect hometown of Crestfall Bluffs. There's a chance to finally meet Okay, get to what it's about. But beneath the affluent perfection lies a dark, deadly rot. Will Joey discover the truth before it's too late? And if she does, can she survive the telltale? Bold, horrifying psychological thriller from Hugo Warren. I feel like they started with this term that's been thrown around of eat the rich, and decided we have to make something out of that instead of having the idea of a story first and deciding that eat the rich was a good name for it. So because of that, I could be wrong. I just feel that way, but I'm gonna pass. Better Angels, a Kate Warren adventure. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for eating the rich, but as far as that goes. Mighty Morphin, no. Power Rangers, no. WWE? I didn't know they had. Okay, interesting. Dune House of Atreides. I think I do want to go back and pick these up in collections. And I am a big Dune fan, and I think I read the first couple issues, and they were fine, but I think they might read better. I might enjoy them more in a collection. I might have to do that. Brands that I don't really care about. I take that back. Firefly was good. I watched Firefly. I watched the one season of Firefly, and Serenity. It was good enough for me. Let's see that. Once in Future. I've been told I need to read this. Still haven't picked up a trade of it. Maybe someday. Someone's Killing the Children deluxe book. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, Basilisk. Read the first one. Yeah, just didn't catch me. The Many Deaths of Lila Starr. I read the first issue of this. It was good. I was able to resist it. I've mentioned Origins a number of times. I think it's very, very good. If you didn't read the individual issues, you might want to pick up that soft cover. Seven Secrets. I recently did a review of the first volume of this on for the Two-Headed Nerd podcast. So if you want to look that up, you can see my thoughts on Seven Secrets. Let's see. Mammal. Spectre Inspectors. What else done? Let's see. What do we have for Pride Month? Queer in Asia. Julia Takes a Breath. Is this in general, or is it for a particular publisher? Porcelain. So this is what was actually on the cover. This looks pretty. Can use a code to preview the issue. Ooh. Color, teen, horror, thriller. Beryl's life in the desert, living with her aunt and her cat, is relatively simple until the day she finds and enters the dollhouse. Stuck inside an ever-changing mystery house that haunts children and turns them into dolls, Beryl goes on a psychedelic journey where she must face the notion of her own limitations and move past them. This would I would probably pick up the number one usually. I do like horror. Also, which you might not know about me, is one of my favorite genres of horror is dolls. I love a horror movie that surrounds that follows a doll, like Child's Play and like Puppet Master and I don't know what are the other ones. I don't know. Like creepy toys, creepy dolls. I always think those are good horror movies, good horror devices. So yeah, I might have gotten that one usually, but I'll pass. A man's skin. Ooh, this is kind of gross. Let's see. Crisis on Infinite Quarantine. So it's Dave Sim. Is this a Cerebus? Or is it just him doing something? Swords of Cerebus. That's a Cerebus. The one labeled Cerebus is for sure a Cerebus. I do enjoy Cerebus. When I was on my camping trip, I read the 5th volume of Cerebus, Jaka's story. It's very, very good. If you haven't read Cerebus... oh, actually, there it is. That's funny. Yeah, I just read this. It's very good. Cerebus is very interesting. I'm told it goes completely nuts off the rails, and Dave Sim at some point just kind of loses it. But so far, what I've read is good. We'll see how far we get before it gets a little too nuts. Let's see. Where are we now? Or just we're in general comics now. So kind of go fast through these. If something catches my eye, it catches my eye. Oh, Rainbow Bridge. This is gonna be sad. I also say that this Rainbow Bridge, this idea of when your pets die, they cross the Rainbow Bridge. I don't get this. I don't get this Rainbow Bridge thing. It's weird to me. Campisi, the dragon incident. I think you're going to need a little more than a baseball bat to take that dragon on there, friend. Oh, we're in Aftershock. That's bad news for me. God of Tremors, 19th century gothic horror of, oh boy, exorcism, demonic worship, and epilepsy. That was Peter Milligan. What did Peter Milligan recently do that I liked? I can't remember. Did he do Out of Body? I originally read Out of Body, actually, that number 1. And I think that was Peter Milligan. Also didn't really catch me. Anyway, when Aubrey has his first seizure, he's pulled out of school and hidden away in the family's remote country estate. His father, a high-ranking English priest, tries to chase the devil out of Aubrey, but maybe the devil lurks in the grotesque pagan effigy that dwells on the grounds, and maybe the devil will turn out to be Aubrey's only ally. A singular tale of nightmarish terror and creeping enlightenment, told against a backdrop of ignorance and brutality. God of Tremors springs from the fertile imagination of award-winning writer Peter Milligan. Oh, Out of Body. Ah, man. I just need to keep looking at stuff. I keep mentioning things, and then it's just there. Prestige. Oh, this is one of those Aftershock one-shots. This I might be okay with. I'm actually going to get that. I'll get that. It's a one-shot. I've been liking these Aftershock oversized one-shots. Have been really good. Like Eden was really, really good. So I will go ahead and get that. Still thinking about Star Trek, but I failed. I failed the don't get anything from previews challenge. That's okay though. Beyond the Breach, don't know. Bunny Mask, don't know. Out of Body, yep, Peter Milligan, sure enough. The first issue was interesting. Maybe if I was continuing on old habits, I'd continue it. I liked it more than Basilisk, which was the other number one that I picked up this last week. I am curious to see where, it had an intriguing story, but we'll see. Seven Swords, no. Silver City, I read the first issue of Silver City, and I did add that to my subscriptions, so we'll see how long that lasts. Phantom on the Scan, I've been reading. It's been good. More Colin Bunn Aftershock. Miles to Go, didn't read that. Knock 'em Dead. This was really good. I highly suggest this if you did not read the individual issues to pick up that trade. It was very, very good. I don't know why it didn't get more love. Interesting. All right, so now we're back to random things. So we will just see if anything stands out to us. Man, Fathom stuff still. Man. Is something happening with Fathom? Is it getting turned into a show or something? I don't know. Avatar. Let's see. Moths. Oh, J. Michael Straczynski. That's a good name. Oh, number 3. Whatever it was, I must have missed it. Let's see. This I ended up subscribing to. Read the first issue, and it was a lot of fun. If that was too quick and you didn't see it, the Marjorie Finnegan Temporal Criminal. You Promised Me Darkness. There was a lot of buzz around that. I read the first issue, and I did not care. Didn't care. Boundless. Again, this is not... I am not the target audience for that. Let's see. Wow. Werewolf by Night number 32, facsimile edition, graded. Interesting. I guess I don't really understand those facsimile editions. I mean, I understand getting a facsimile edition to read it, but as something to have slabbed, I don't understand. Or even generally, like the price going up on those as a collector's item, I don't understand. Because like, it's not like the story itself isn't reprinted a million times in other places. We're still just in the random stuff. Oh man, that's cool. I got my Hulk. I got the Spidey Venom. This thing is actually really cool too. I like these animated style statues. The Nightcrawler is really, really great. I'm not that big of a Nightcrawler fan. The Logan looks pretty cool. I might get a Wolverine, but just Logan like that, I don't really care. Let's see, Humanoids sometimes has fun stuff. Didn't read Space Bastards. I mean, we're doing pretty good, I think. I think even if I wasn't holding back, there hasn't been a whole lot in this previews, which I'm fine with. It's less hard decisions to make. just random stuff. Okay. Yeah. Titan. Been a while since I got anything from Titan, I think. Valiant. Ooh, wait. Starting to reprint old Valiant stuff. Because that might be something I'm interested in. I've never gotten into Valiant, but always kind of wanted to, but didn't really have a place to start. I read the first, I'd gotten the first 5 issues of Turok at a convention, and I read the first 5 issues, and I really liked it. Keeping in mind it is a product of its time, it was enjoyable, and I would definitely read more. But I don't want to collect another run. But if they start making nice, easily accessible reprints of all that stuff, it might be something I could get into. Let's see. Yeah, I never really get into any of the manga stuff, so this is pretty easy for me to I'll just go ahead and skip all this. Again, it's too much. There's too much to get in. You have, American comics and then also manga, and it just adds up. Adds way up. I got some clothes. And time to flip. We got over here Spawn. So now we get to see statues and toys and stuff. Which, every once in a while, I think the last 2 previews, I've ended up picking something up, so it's worth flipping through. Yeah, there's that. That is cute. That bullseye is pretty cool with that target there. Miles. That's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. That is a cool Venom. I actually really like there's a big distance between his eyes there. I actually kind of like that style. Huh. Cool. Don't need it, but it's cool. Offer it again. Beatles pageant. I had a really big Beatles phase in high school. I went to a Beatles convention at one point. It was disturbing. I still really enjoy the Beatles, obviously, because they are incredible, but these are cool. Scouter replicas. Man, that's kind of neat. I think we're doing okay. I think. Oh, that's cute. I love Mega Man. Zoids. Oh, import toys. Definitely, they put a different level of effort. Japan does into their toys. And we see with toys out of the U.S. Not that the toys out of the U.S. are bad. It's just I think Japan as a whole, as an overall culture, is a lot more into and accepting of like figurine collecting and stuff like that. So a lot more work can go into some of them, for sure. Pins, keychains, tchotchkes. random stuff that I definitely don't need. And I think that's it for that. Alright. So, still have Marvel to go through. This is usually pretty easy because anything in here that's interesting I'm usually just already subscribed to. So, Black Panther. Oh, I'll need to pick up these Sinister War things because they're Spider-Man tie-ins, but I wonder if I've already subscribed. I don't know. I will get them. King the Conqueror. Well, that's kind of cool. I've mentioned before I like series that where the villain is the main character. I won't get it, but Guard, Defenders. Oh man, Betty Ross. Betty Ross is. Or Betty Banner. What I don't. Who knows? Who knows what continuity has her as now? But she's on the new Defenders. That's interesting. Darkhawk. This is going to be hard to resist. A new Darkhawk. This is a think about it. You know, I'm being a lot more stricter with the things that I get, but there are some things that it's just you can't say no to. Avengers Tech On. Oh, it's mech stuff. Extreme Carnage. Oh goodness. All right. Now the question is, does Extreme Carnage fall under Spider-Man? I think my general rule for Spider-Man minis is that it has to have Spider-Man in the name. So I might be okay without getting that. Amazing Fantasy. Each of our heroes from across time and space seem to found their tribes in a strange new land. This art is cool. Spirits of Vengeance, Ghost Rider, or Spirit Rider. This is Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage variant covers. Oh, I've seen these advertised already. Infinite Destinies. It must be an Avengers ongoing. Moon Knight #2. I've already subscribed to that because duh. X-Men don't care. Is it X-Men. Wolverine. Spider-Man Life Story Annual. I unfortunately need both of those because they are Spider-Man. Spider-Woman continues to be good. Spider-Man, Spider-Shadow. This is really good. What I read of Black Cat was good. It's just I can't keep up. Silk, Alien has been great. The Marvels so far, the first couple issues have been good. Mortal Hulk almost ending. Gamma Flight I haven't decided on. Oh, it is just a mini. It's not okay. I don't need this. I don't need it. Cool. Iron Man I dropped. Haven't noticed, so I guess that's good. Not doing that. Not that. Nope. Thor has been great. Nope. Daredevil is absolutely fantastic. Strange Academy is good. Runaways is passable. And Star Wars. Don't care. We got, let's see. This stuff was probably all already in the regular previews. What if I have all those in individual issues? Don't care. That. Omnibuses, Masterworks, stuff like that I never get. The only thing I ever have to look out for is if there is an Epic collection that I am missing that gets solicited. There is no, for Amazing Spider-Man, there's no Epic Collection 6, which is about where I'm at. So they have 1 through 5 and 7, but there is no 6. So I wish they would go ahead and release that. Otherwise, I will have to I don't know, subscribe to Marvel Unlimited for a month, I guess. Incredible Hulk. This I might eventually have to get. I have 1 and 2 of Hulk. I've read 1, haven't read 2 yet. I am going to read a bunch of Hulks. Alright. And I guess that's it. Did pretty good. Only a couple of absolutely going to buys and a couple of need to think about. But definitely a lot better than what I've done in the past. So let me know your thoughts. Was there anything in there that you're really excited about that I didn't really go over or mention, or that I passed on that you were looking forward to? Let me know in the comments, and like and subscribe and all that. And of course, don't forget to make yours Titan. This video was brought to you by Titan Comic Pressing. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Titan Comic Pressing LLC.